My name's Arturo Gonzalez. For 30 years, I have been an attorney and counselor for victims' families having lost loved ones in tragic accidents involving catastrophic plane crashes resulting in tremendous loss of life. I express heartfelt condolences to the families who have lost their loved ones on Ethiopian flight ET302 and Lion Air flight JT610 for the loss of their loved ones. There is time for grieving the loss of their brother, sister, mother, or father, and in some instances an entire family has been swept away from us by tragedy, which should never have occurred. No amount of money can replace the loss of human life. We are not commodities to be bartered for money. But at the same time, once the grieving has passed, we should go forth and seek justice to correct the injustice. And those having created the injustice should pay compensation to assure that the surviving family members can carry on with their daily lives, and to assure that monies will be made available to place bread and food on the table, to cover the necessary day-to-day living and medical expenses, to buy medicine when ill, and pay for educational needs and clothing. And this is where I and our team of dedicated legal minds can be of tremendous assistance to you. We know the law, we know Boeing, and we know how ruthless they can be without any regard for the family's grief and sorrow from having lost loved ones. As a licensed pilot myself since age 14, I understand how an airplane works. I understand the mechanics of flight. I know firsthand the skill necessary to safely operate an aircraft. Advancements in technology have made flying one of the safest modes of transportation, especially commercial aviation, until something goes wrong or until someone does something that should not have been done, ultimately compromising the integrity of the aircraft and the safety of its passengers. Over the years in the field of aviation, I have investigated and litigated many catastrophic events related to aircraft disasters, including but not limited to some of the following. I caution you that some of the images may be disturbing, but there is no other manner in which to emphasize the work I have undertaken or presently investigating. American Airlines DC-10 crash on takeoff from San Juan, Puerto Rico in 1985. The Delta Airlines L-1011 crash on landing at Dallas, Texas in 1985. The Delta Airlines Boeing 727 crash on takeoff at Dallas, Texas in 1988. The Canada Air mid-air fire at Cincinnati, Ohio in 1983. The Pacific Southwest mid-air collision in San Diego, California in 1978. The Aeromexico Flight 498 mid-air collision at Cerritos, California in 1986. The Mexicana 940 flight at Michoacan, Mexico in 1986. ValueJet 592 at the Everglades, Florida in 1996. Gol Air Flight 1907 mid-air collision in the Amazon jungle in Brazil in 2008. The TACA Flight 390 crash on landing at Tegucigalpa, Honduras in 2008. The Spanair JK 5022 crash on takeoff at Madrid Barajas, 2008. The Turkish Airlines Flight 1951 air crash on landing at Amsterdam, 2009. A Cessna 152 training accident in Spring, Texas in 2013. A Cessna 206 crash on final landing at Torreon, Mexico in 2015. A Southwest Airlines Flight 1380 engine failure in Philadelphia in 2018. The Lion Air Flight JK610 Jakarta, Indonesia, 2018. And Ethiopian Flight ET302 Addis Ababa. And this is precisely why you will need a legal representative having the requisite knowledge, skill, fortitude, and experience to stand up and fight for the preservation of your legal rights, not only in your country, but most importantly, in America. It is important for the families to know that there are people like us who truly care about them and who are willing to fight for them to get the justice they deserve, to fix the problems that took their loved ones, and to get for them the compensation they truly deserve. It is important to note that the families will not have to pay for our services. Our fee is paid from the total settlement recovery or award of the court. No monies will come out of their pockets. It is also important that the families recognize that we will never abandon them. We will be there for them throughout the entire fight for justice. Additionally, We are in a position to assist the families with their economic needs to help cover expenses and other things that would normally have been taken care of by the family members who lost their lives in this tragedy and should never have happened. The value of the case, including moral, economic damages, and non-economic damages, is worth so much more. At this point, it is inconceivable to put a true number on value until such time we have had an opportunity to meet with the families, which we would be willing to do at no cost or obligation. It is important that they be given all the information necessary in order to make an informed decision as to whom would best represent their legal and moral interests. Should you have any questions, desire additional information, I have attached links to pertinent documents, including the preliminary accident report, as well as other important documents of interest, which unequivocally place blame on Boeing. Please contact our personal representative, Juan Dosan Tadese, telephone number 251-94-477-1619. Again, let me repeat that number, 251-94-477-1619 for additional information and to schedule a personal meeting with me in Addis Ababa or Nairobi. This is at no obligation or cost to you. It is important to me that you have all the facts before you so that you can make an informed decision as to whether I and my team of skilled professionals have the necessary qualifications and expertise to represent and protect all of your legal and moral interests. Thank you for your time in this period of mourning, and may God bless.